Just don't lose your bullseye. Music. So I'm going to share a life lesson with you, something that over the years has been a true game changer. Ready? It's simple, it's very simple. Like most things, it's easy to understand, it's easy to comprehend, it's the implementation that's the challenge, right? But it's the idea that progress is not always a visible step forward, growth is not always a measurable inch or mile, to feel good about, to celebrate. It's not always a tangible victory or pat on the back, it's a smile about. Sometimes it's sidestepping, sometimes it's stepping backwards, reminding ourselves to look up and gain perspective. Because we are always inclined to look at the immediate, that's what feels good. And this lesson says no, there's a big picture to keep in mind, it reels us in. The big picture is what gives us purpose, it drives our happiness, that thing we want on the top of the hill, the North Star, the X on the map, that's what's sustainable. And I say it's been a game changer for me because one of my biggest adversaries over the years has been that voice in my head, almost pleading with me to indulge in the thing that will bring that immediate result. It's money now, growth now, validation now. There's comfort there, our minds want that satisfaction. That's why you see all those guys standing next to whiteboard saying they have the formula to make you rich tomorrow. We want tomorrow, we believe in some capacity that can be real tomorrow, but that's what tends to lead us astray. And so I've spent a lot of time reflecting over the years on how to incentivize those steps that aren't immediately impactful. There's not the flashy medal you're going to get right now, but I know that if I do it, it's going to bring me to my long-term goal. How do I incentivize that? Because like I said, the natural inclination is to dismiss it. I'm walking laterally across the mountain so that ultimately I can find the most applicable path and ascend, and that's a scary thing. Building long-term gives you very little to immediately slap on a resume to brag or rant about at holiday parties. There's nothing flashy to impress with, but it's believing in a long-term game, doing what most people can't, trading that certainty that you could have had for an extraordinary later. It's never a loss to do what has to be done so that you can position yourself for the future. Sometimes you have to wade through the mock work quietly in the dark so that you can build something that you feel will have an impact. It's not a loss to step backwards, to tweak the things you're not happy with. It's not a loss to explore or question or reinvent. It's true, those actions in and of themselves aren't going to put money immediately in your pockets, but if you find the discipline to see the big picture, you realize that long-term those things bring happiness, contentment, excitement, which guess what leads to accomplishment and progress and the financial stability that you're looking for. Chasing flashy things, chasing the immediate moment, get you a quick rush, a nice blast of dopamine, but it's empty. Ultimately, it's unfulfilling because nothing worth having is quick. That's life.